Hi, welcome to today's session. Let's be honest for a moment, especially for the hair hustler. In our community, we wish Indian long shiny hair. Most people expect hair growth to happen so quickly. They try new oil, a new treatment, a new routine, and after a few days they expect visible results. I can call false statement. But hair growth doesn't work like that. It follows a biological timeline, and understanding that timeline can completely change how you approach your routine. To understand results, we need to understand the hair growth cycle. Hair grows in phases, right? The first phase is growth phase. Discover everything that I have learned from research that I have read. We know about how to improve the health of your hair through professional tips, tricks, and stories that deliver results from active phase till shedding phase for your hair growth. It is also named active growth, where follicle produce hair. Then comes transition phase. For instance, if you cut your hair after a few days, you feel change. The third one is resting phase, is where growth slows down. And finally, shading. In shading phase, where all the strands fall to make space for new one. For instance, if you have braided your hair, the time you are undoing it, you comb your hair and it grows to some hair. Don't feel afraid because they are just making a room for new hair to grow. This cycle is natural and it happens continuously whether you are using products or not. So when you start a new routine, you are not creating growth from nothing. You are supporting a cycle that already exists. Well, during the first and the second week of a new routine, you usually won't see visible length change. But that doesn't mean that nothing is happening. This stage is about internal adjustment. The scalp begins to respond to your routine and balance improves. Follicles begin to function more efficiently, but these changes are not yet visible on the outside. This is where many people stop too early, or some people try to measure how long my hair has been extended to, then they surrender because they don't see a visible change. Please don't do that. Keep doing what you are supposed to do with all your hair tips. You will see the change very soon. Let internal change begin first. Then, between weeks 3 and 4, you may begin to notice small changes. Hair may feel stronger, breakage may reduce, shedding may become less noticeable. These are the early indicators that your routine is supporting the scalp environment. But again, this is not dramatic growth, it's gradual improvement you couldn't measure yet. During this period, the strength is improving. Let it be. By week 6 now to 8, more visible changes may begin to appear. This could include better retention of length or slightly improved thickness of your hair. At this stage, consistency starts to show results. But even here, growth is still controlled by biology, not by speed or shortcuts. Consistency shows results. Carry on your hair tips. And one of the biggest reasons people don't see results is not because the method is failing, but because they stop too early. They expect visible results in days instead of allowing the cycle to respond. Hair care is not about quick reactions, it's about consistent support. Stopping too early means that no result you are going to see. So instead of chasing fast results, my dear hair lover, focus on building a stable routine. A routine that supports your scalp regularly, not occasionally, because over time you're gonna experience a change. That consistency becomes visible in progress. Routine always creates results. Carry on. Here we learn about hair growth, and hair always grows from the scalp. Then, hair growth is not instant, but is predictable when you understand the process. When you respect the timeline, you stop chasing quick fixes and start building real results. This is why Evolver focuses on scalp therapy and consistent, not only just oil. Because the growth takes time and time rewards consistency. If you want structured natural hair education, don't hesitate to follow so that we can share our next hair tip.